In this movie about monograms, we're going to make the 3 square monogram shown here. To start with, I'm going to create a new card from scratch, again 5x7, and I'm going to delete the text box that is created on the card to begin with because I want to start with my fixed shapes. I start with my fixed shape square. I'm going to resize it and reposition it. And of course we can do that visually by simply dragging on one of the grab handles in the corners, or I can go to layout and dial in a specific size that I want, say for example 3/4. I'll just do 0.741, and I could go ahead and choose a color. And let's start with the color here, and then I could take that since it's highlighted and I could duplicate it, and I can take that and duplicate it again. Now I'm going to intentionally leave this one out of position because I want to show you a tool in a second that we use for keeping things in alignment. But I'm going to take the one in the middle and I'm going to change its color. And then we're going to be ready to position these where we want them. Now to make sure that they line up correctly, let's start with our widths first. Let's do spacing between them, and I could do it visually or I could use some tools to help me measure it exactly. But I'm going to take that and show you that it's out of alignment. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and highlight all 3 text boxes at the same time. And I'm going to use my alignment tool. In this case, it aligns everything to the top edge together. So in this case, all 3 are now lined up perfectly well. And I could, since they're all synced together, I can move them wherever I want them to go. Now I'm going to take a text box and start with my letters. In this case, I'm going to use the font PE Ramona. And go with a font size much larger than 14. I'll put in 44, and my text box gets created up here in the corner. Let's start with the letter J, and then let's highlight it. It's going to disappear on us here when I make it white, but we know it's there. And I'm going to take this text box and position it there. I could take that text box and I could duplicate it and move it there, and change the letter that's in it to the letter P, delete the letter J, insert the letter P, and of course I can final position it wherever I want it there. Now I'm going to take one for the center position. And in this case I was using the font PE Wedgwood Fancy, and I make it say size 29. It goes in the upper left hand corner. I'm going to take it and we're going to use the letter A. And again, I need to make it white. Click the letter, click on my color, and make it the letter white. And then I like to position this one sort of half in and half out of the box. And maybe what I need to do is bring these boxes a little bit closer together. So if I highlight these 2, I could take it and move it a little closer. Take this one, move it a little closer. And then I could take my letter, my text box, and reposition that, and do the same thing here. Position letter P, and I like the way that looks. And the last item that I have here is the names of the couple underneath it, which was, we use Copper Plate Light. And I could take that, take them down here, and I could resize and reposition that text box. Click inside there and type in the names Juliana and Paul. I could highlight the line of text, use my eyedropper, and apply the color of the fixed shape that's there. Now if I wanted to make them a little bit larger or kern it out, I could. Let's use the kerning and let's space it out a little bit so that they fill the whole space of the area underneath the text boxes. There you have it.